its way from Rose for two, off the left rim and out.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Michael Jordan, and that's good. Jordan's got a couple of threes now in the first for Chicago.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Now here's Noah. Top of the key. Shot is blocked. And here come the Bulls again. Chicago with the fifth straight. And it's Jordan with the jam.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Gets a very good look and converts. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's Jordan on the wing. Left side Jordan. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Bulls trail by 14. Lets the three fly. And it's Butler missing. Here's Chicago. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Stolen by Grant. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Butler from outside. And that one's good. Butler's got 5.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
And the dunk by Jordan.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, he's inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Chicago also making some changes. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. Hodges comes in for Michael Jordan. And Armstrong subbed in for John Paxson. Now here's Rose. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 8 points for Butler. 1:29 left here in the first quarter. Armstrong with it. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Jordan, he's checked in for Chicago. Got a piece of it. That's good. Jordan's got 20 points.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Jordan having a terrific game. He's already got 20 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open. Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Still Bulls ball. 17 seconds.
And so here is Chicago. They trail by 11. Three-pointer, Butler.
They've done a terrific job rebounding here so far, allowing no second-chance points.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Launches a 3, and the basket good. Butler's got 14 points.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
From deep. Offensive rebound. Fires the three. The shot misses. It could go. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Bulls lead by 8. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. Heinrich and Butler at the 2 and 3. Taj Gibson is out there with Mirotic, and it's Brooks in at the 1 spot.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Chicago calls timeout. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused, and while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all three of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. Look at Steve, got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol's checked in for Dunley. Rose comes in for Kirk Heinrich. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Aaron Brooks. Now here's Jordan. Now Paxson. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, he had to fade away there. The defense was all over him, and he got it off. Just couldn't get it to go.
Mirotic dishes to Butler. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop. Oftentimes, that decides the game. Maybe that'll get him going here in the second quarter. He already knocked down 2 in the first.
Bulls trail by 11. Fires the 3. Mirotic, the pass to Gibson. Butler from outside. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Jordan can't get that one to fall.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't.
The kick outside to Butler. It's up a 3. Butler can't get that one to fall.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 27.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half about just piling up points in the paint. Nice pass. That one was right on target. Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. And he may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now is the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Bulls making a switch here. Armstrong's checked in. The Bulls leading by 11. And 3 from Jordan. Another 3 for Chicago.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, well, Kirk Heinrich signing a deal to stay in Chicago. He said, I grew up a Bull in this league and will always think of myself as a Chicago Bull. Guys, his scrappy game is very much appreciated. As Taj Gibson has said, he's one of the toughest guys I know. He doesn't shy away from anything. He's one of those dog kind of players. Back to you.
A great fit in their defensive system. Heinrich accepts the challenge every single night, Doris. Thank you. Lets the three fly. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Butler. Bulls trail by 12. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
I think he's hoping to kind of get his teammates going a little bit, fellas.
Jacks up a three. That doesn't go either for Butler.
Now, bad timing. His team trailing, and this has not been a quarter that he'd like to remember.
This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. Here's Mirotic to the left wing. Lets the three fly. Outside Butler. They get the rebound.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well.
Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a
Bringing down the house. The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly. You're right. And caught the defense totally off guard.
I remember Tracy McGrady doing that. First guy I ever saw pull that off.
Here's Jordan. Cranes the 19-footer. Jordan's got 34.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
And Chicago called for the foul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Dunleavy comes in for Mirotic. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Then for the Bulls, Will Purdue's checked in for Carter. Grant comes in for Livingston. And Hodges subbed in for Michael Jordan.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And Pippen gets it to go.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Bulls trail by 12. Brooks kicks to Dunleavy. From downtown, blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Bulls, Scotty.
He misses the free throw shot. And he's good on the second. Now the Bulls with it. It's a 13-point game. Deep two from Brooks. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Brooks has got his second basket of the game. Brooks has gone 2 of 3 from the field. And Hodges kicks to Armstrong. That's good.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And here is Brooks. For 3, Heinrich. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Grant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hodges. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound. Stolen by Grant. Right side, Pippen. Puts up a 3. You know what? The full court prayer. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Still Chicago. 21 seconds on the shot clock. 21. Bulls substitution. John Paxson.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 13. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
He has that slasher mentality, guys, and we saw all the evidence of that in the first half as he continually got to the rim and scored.
Yeah, he had the jetpack on today, Steve, blowing by the defender no matter who they put on him.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Pippen. Jordan is out there with John Paxson. Then there's Grant, and it's Cartwright in at the center. Bulls trail by 15. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. For Chicago, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That free throw good from Paxson. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Here's Chicago. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. No good from outside.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Here's Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 38 points.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Chicago calls timeout. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Stolen by Grant. Here's Paxson. Cartwright with a screen on Rose. The drive by Jordan. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Here's Rose. No good, unable to end this run.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Right side, Butler lets it go with the 3. The dish now to Dunley. Feeds to Rose. Here's the 3. And again, no good by Chicago.
That's 5 shots without a conversion. A very tough start coming out of the half.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, the Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau, known as one of the most demanding coaches in all the NBA, he said the teams that are special always play with a rare intensity. That's just how championship caliber teams play. He added, I don't think you really feel pressure if you're putting everything you have into each and every day. Sound strategy, Kevin.
He's one of the best getting that kind of effort from his players, Doris. Thank you.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Jordan against Butler. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 44.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Connects from three-point range.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 15-5 run. The shot's good from Paxson.
And I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Top of the key. Derrick Rose again. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter. The Bulls leading by 23. And here's Jordan outside. Pippen dishes to Jordan. The pass to Paxson. Back to Jordan. Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Purdue, he's checked in for Cartwright. Williams comes in for Horace Grant. Hodges checked in for Pippen. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for... John Paxson.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Dunleavy for three. And yes, sir, that one drops. Dunleavy's got himself on the board with three there.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
The three. Williams inside. Pass to Hodges. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. Gibson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Hodges. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Dunleavy with the ball. And again, Chicago, no good. From deep, Jordan. Williams passes to Jordan. And Hodges kicks to Jordan. Left side, Jordan. Dishes to Williams. And another shot. Clock is at 3. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 15 points in just the second half.
He's really carried this team offensively here today.
Now Dunleavy. Lets it go with a 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, let's do it. I love the way this play developed. I think this offense really thrives off of plays like that. Turned it into an easy basket.
Now the Bulls with it. Muhammad out there with Noah. Then there's Heinrich. Then it's McDermott. And it's Brooks in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Williams passes to Hodges. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
Some changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol is checked in for McDermott. Rose comes in for Kirk Heinrich. And it's Butler in for Brooks. Chicago making some... changes. Pass to Davis. Let's go. Outside for Pippen. From deep. That one goes. Count it. Pippen's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
And, Steve, you mentioned the apron advertising. It's only being allowed for locally broadcast games.
And I think that makes sense, Kevin. Viewers probably see it more than they would see stitching on a player's jersey. And I think keeping the ads off the court and the players is a good line to draw.
And Butler gets it to go.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Smooth sailing for Chicago. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
From deep, Noah trying to get open, and Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 9 points here in the second half.
This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition we're seeing out there today.
Here's Jordan. From the top of the key, he buries it.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Chicago with the ball. Pippen with the steal. Jumps up. Oh, and a jam by Jordan. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Butler against Jordan. From the line. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question. So hard to try to play defense with the height mismatch out there that's on the perimeter, and they gave up the three-pointer.
Butler against Jordan. That doesn't go either for Butler.
That's a bold move, trying to respond to that three, but he couldn't convert.
For three. Jordan's shot is off. Here's Rose. Here's Gasol. Foul time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element of that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track every movement of every player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Tony Snell comes in for Derrick Rose, and Moore subbed in for Pau Gasol. Paxson, he's checked in for the Bulls. Moore dishes to Butler. And he converts the layup. Butler's got 8 points here in this quarter. And back to the camera system you were talking about, some teams using it more than others, but they are starting to find and use all sorts of data, Steve, from those cameras.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear how different teams are using that technology. Some teams use it to check on the club's spacing. They'll see how many times a guy is dribbling the ball compared to the season before. That's what the Celtics did with Rondo. It's really interesting. It's a tremendous amount of data to process. But the trick is, making it work, making it mean something.
From deep, Jordan. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Moore. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Heinrich comes in for Jimmy Butler. Then for the Bulls. Purdue, he's checked in for Davis. Livingston comes in for Horace Grant. And Hodges subbed in for Jordan.
Well, dealing with travel, one of the challenges you face as an NBA player. It's amazing just how much easier it's gotten, Clark. I know you and I both played in an era early on where there was commercial travel. Now everybody charters and flies out immediately after a game. You've got leg room, you've got catered meals, so you get more sleep, you get more rest. I think it's had a huge impact on the way NBA teams do business and just the quality of